Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we are completely unpacking the mechanics of adaptive physical education. We're going to go way beyond standard gym class to see exactly how educators use kinesiology and some really creative problem solving to make movement accessible for absolutely everyone. Plus, we'll look at how you might even turn a passion for inclusion into a full-fledged career. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. We're going to cover what is adaptive PE, building skills and confidence, adapting a game of basketball, and finally, your potential career in APE. All right, Section 1. What is adaptive PE? Now, you might be wondering how this actually differs from regular gym class. Well, standard PE usually conjures up images of chaotic dodgeball games, right? It's a general curriculum meant for everyone's basic fitness. But adaptive PE? It completely flips the script. It doesn't force the student to fit the curriculum. It actually engineers the curriculum to fit the student. It specifically tailors activities and instruction for kids with physical, cognitive, or emotional disabilities. It's just pure one-on-one individualization. So by definition, adaptive physical education, or APE, is a specialized branch designed to meet the unique needs of students with disabilities, ensuring they participate fully and really benefit from movement. And what's absolutely crucial to remember here is that this isn't just watering down a sport. No way. It's applied science. Professionals in this field rely heavily on a deep understanding of kinesiology, biomechanics, and motor development to create programs that are safe, effective, and truly inclusive.
Let's move right along to Section 2, Building Skills and Confidence.
And this brilliantly illustrates how AP impacts the whole student, not just their heart rate. We're looking at a trifold impact here. Physically, sure, it builds strength and coordination, but it also creates lifelong habits. Think about things like adaptive cycling. That's something they can do forever. Mentally, exercise is a huge stress reliever. It alleviates anxiety, boosts cognitive function, and really helps students develop a positive body image. And emotionally, it's an absolute game changer. It fosters self-esteem, teamwork, and this profound sense of belonging. So, how do teachers actually pull this off? Well, one of the coolest ways is by creatively modifying the tools of play. It's brilliant ingenuity. If a student struggles with coordination, an AP teacher might just swap out a standard ball for a larger, softer one to make catching way easier. For kids with visual impairments, they might introduce beeping balls so the student can track the play entirely through sound. They even adapt the rules, like tweaking a game of tag to involve tossing a soft, lightweight ball instead of physical tagging. It keeps the fun totally intact. But AP is also about looking beyond traditional fitness. Teachers love using activities like parachute play, where everyone literally has to work together to lift and maneuver that giant parachute. Or they might use paired cooperative yoga to build trust between students of all different abilities. By focusing on participation over strict head-to-head competition, AP allows students to really showcase their unique strengths. It replaces isolation with pure collaborative participation. Which brings us to Section 3, Adapting the Game, Basketball. Let's step out of the theory and look at a practical, real-world application. Picture this. Miss Jordan is teaching a middle school PE class of 20 kids, and they're doing a basketball unit. Now, one of her students is David. David has cerebral palsy, he uses a wheelchair, and he has limited upper body strength. Because of this, shooting a standard basketball at a standard 10-foot hoop, that's a massive physical barrier for him. So, what does this all mean for the lesson plan? The crucial question for Miss Jordan, and for us, is how do we include David? How do we make sure he isn't just sitting on the sidelines watching everyone else, but is actually participating meaningfully? Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer variety of options she has to fix this. It's like a menu. She could lower the hoop for achievable physical play. She could bring in an assistive ramp device to minimize the strain on David's motor skills. If she wants to prioritize social interaction, a peer partner for passing fosters awesome teamwork. She can even pivot entirely and give David a coach or referee role to develop his leadership. Or she could just use a lighter ball and a larger hoop to balance his physical limits while still actively skill building. And here's the best part. These options aren't mutually exclusive. Great AP teachers constantly mix and match them to create the perfect experience. For instance, Miss Jordan could use a lighter ball and larger hoop while also assigning David a peer partner for passing drills. Bam! You've just maximized both his individual physical growth and his social connection with the group. It's a total win-win. All right, let's zoom out to Section 4, your career in AP.
Let's move to and see how this builds into an actual career, because you might be wondering how to get involved. Step 1 is typically earning a bachelor's degree in kinesiology. As we mentioned, that kinesiology background is your scientific foundation. Step 2, for most states at least, is getting that standard physical education teaching credential. And step 3, the one that really makes your resume pop, is earning your CAPE certification, which stands for Certified Adapted Physical Educator from the NCPEID. If you're seriously considering this path, the job market is incredibly strong right now. Employment for special education teachers is projected to grow by a robust 8% from 2022 to 2032. A ton of this growth is driven by federal mandates, like the IDEA Act, which actually requires public schools to provide these crucial services. To put that into perspective financially, as of May 2023, the median annual salary for special education teachers sits comfortably at $61,420. But keep in mind, depending on the region and the district's funding, salaries can easily stretch past $90,000 a year. It's a field where you can truly make a great living while making a profound difference in kids' lives. Which brings us to our final thought. As the push for true inclusion continues to completely reshape our schools, the demand for creative, scientifically grounded educators is only going to keep growing. So, are you ready to become the teacher who ensures no student is ever left on the sidelines? Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this explainer. I really hope it sparked some curiosity and gave you a totally new perspective on the incredible world of adaptive physical education.